Yo, welcome back to more FGO Shimousa. Last time, we had the most epic of moments with our boy Muramasa. You know, all the Shiro-ness, all the Emiya-ness, obviously very intentional, woke those feels up. But, you know, also him as a character has been very cool throughout the Singularity. Gotta give him the props there. He definitely, like, proved to be his own character besides just, like, the obvious, you know, investment they already put there in his character. And yeah, I look forward to hopefully more from him in the future. Apparently, like, he has possibly another role to play in the main storyline, so I would love that because he is fucking awesome. You know what he just did here, crazy. But there's still more yet to see. There's still a couple more ticks here of this ending node. There might be another after this, who knows. Either way, we're gonna see if, you know, maybe we can finish this pseudo parallel world here, solve the Singularity, because as far as I understand, we have a Demon God Pillar to still deal with, so maybe that's what this is going to be next. So we're going to find out. By the way, thank you guys for all the comments. I really appreciate it. A few of you guys letting me know about this Seraph event going on, and I see now that it is going on. So, hey, if you guys are cool with it, I am down to make the next couple or few parts about that. You know, I'll play the event while it's going on. Apparently get myself a nice welfare BB, Moon Cancer. That'd be very nice. Yeah, I'm so down for that. Apparently it's like also part of the EOR storyline, and I guess as long as like there's nothing I have to avoid spoiler wise to maybe like, you know, any of the other stuff, because, you know, still needing to finish Agartha and go through Salem, and we're gonna talk about that too. I'm down for it, so I guess that'll be next. Also in the description of this video I have my Valentine's stuff. I didn't get very many chocolates, but I did make sure to exchange the ones I did get. I think I gave half to the waifus, half to the boys, and so if you're curious about my reactions to that, it was a nice little time. Check that out in the description. I'm gonna do much more next year because all my servants deserve chocolate. So we'll be doing that when that happens again. I was kind of kicking myself. It's like, oh, I should have granted more chocolate, but I did get to give some, and I got kind of lucky with some of my random chocolate pulls, so check that out if you like. Also, thank you, Cyclo, for letting me know about a few things like Musashi's NP, and especially the music from the Amakusa fight. Thank you. That is going to be very nice to have, just in general, because it's a badass song, and about that Emiya remix. It's good to know about another Emiya remix. There's so many out there, but just to have, you know, that one now, especially associated with Muramasa, very cool. Also that these spry old men keep betraying my trust in these singularities. That doesn't bode well for our old unidentified pirate friend in Agartha. There's probably another one in Salem too, so yippee. Cause Saber of Imperio was our boy this whole time. Man, I should have seen that coming. It's like, man, I can't wait till he draws his sword. I was so distracted by the awe of, like, him helping at some point. I was so convinced, but no, he was just there. Should have known. It was a good twist. Very good twist. Emma, thank you for your BB once again. Ridiculously powerful. Like, that was one of those instances where a support servant was just ridiculously powerful for what I needed. Like, it was like using like Daisim's Herc in Solomon. It's just like, this feels like cheating, essentially. But thank you very much. Yeah, so as far as other things, and all, I'm sorry about your BB Summer. Just the MP3 was too strong. But I'm ready for what's coming next. Daisim. Oh, apparently Muramasa has like possibly a role to play in the main story. So I look forward to that. If I didn't mention that, thank you for letting me know that, Chan. And last thing, Daisim. Thank you for explaining, you know, why you keep me at it, because I was very confused about that. But also letting me know about the Tamamos got a rank up on their curse skills. So I did that. Cat now has, both of them along with obviously their curse effect, Cat now has a one-time invincible for 5 turns, so that's cool. And Tamacaster has NP strength up for the party. So to have a guaranteed effect on those is nice now, because sometimes you just whiff on that first skill and it feels bad. Now I got something else, and make it whatever makes Tamakaster a better support, whatever helps Cat live longer. It's very, very good. So thank you for letting me know about that. Did that. And also inputs about where to go after Shimosa. Definitely feeling like doing that Seraph event, so that's probably where I'm gonna go next. As far as like whether to do Salem before the Lost Belt stuff, that's definitely the question, because I definitely want to. So it seems like now, like I want to do Seraph, that event. I want to finish Agartha, but to go to Salem before Lost Belt, like part of me is just like I might as well. It's the last one. Another part of me is like, I really want to see like all the hype behind the Lost Belt. But, you know, back to the first part, it's like, well, I probably would appreciate it the most if I got all the Epic of Remnants done. But, so that might just be how I do it. The only stress of that is like events that are like, I have to like have a Lost Belt done or completed, or you know, new story coming out. It's surprisingly hard to keep up with FGO stuff, at least with all the other series I cover. So it's like, you know, but I'm down for whatever order it takes, because I'll get there eventually. I've gotten to this point somehow, so I'll get there eventually. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure about, you know, where Salem factors in that, but wherever it occurs, I'm down for it. For now, we have a path laid in front of us, and the rest of Shimosa to come. So let us do it. Oh. Oh. Alright, let's go. God damn it, Musashi. Youch, it's so hot. Why is the castle on fire? Muramasa and Kotaro must have won. Oh yeah, you guys were here. Whoa, really? Hey, you're right, the air's normal again. Well, except for all the heat. Huh, should have expected Lord Muramasa to swoop in at the last minute and take all the glory. I'd have liked to be the one to finish the sorcerer off myself, but the important thing is that he's gone. Wow, I feel like I say that a lot, I'd have, but to see it like spelled there, like in that first word, is so weird. Looks like an entirely different language. Now we'd better get out of here, on the double. Let's hurry back to the... Why'd everything have to be on fire? I bet the sorcerer must have known the jig was up and decided to go out with a bang or something. Anyway, we need to hurry. Come on, let's... Huh? Is there someone on the other side of the fire? Oh, of course. Of course. How could I forget? Oh boy. My apologies, but you cannot use these stairs. Not as long as I'm here. You... Finally. I could have taken that boy's head clean off just now, but I chose not to. The Lord Sorcerer only asked me to kill Shinmen Musashi. He said nothing about that boy. Classic Kojiro. Get out of here, YORO. Don't worry about me. Just go. Musashi? I can't believe I've met two exceptional swordsmen on the same day. His samurai skill is truly godly. He's at least several times stronger than me. Dude, I love... Oh, man. Fine, give Kojiro his props. Like, I love this. Yes, make him... Give him his props for being so fucking broken as a swordsman. I love that. On the other side of the burning flames, the lone swordsman flashed a breezy smile. You know what he looks like. You know his name. This man pursued a single skill to utter perfection. A man who could cut a flying swallow several times in a single stroke. The wielder of a fearsome ultimate technique. A man later generations are not certain ever even existed. His name is... And his name is... I don't know who you are or where you came from, but it looks like you've got some business with me. You sure you want to do this now amid this blaze? If we don't get out of here soon, we're both goners. Indeed, I don't want to throw my life away. I am well aware of the situation. Once I have finished with you, I will quit this place and retire to safety. Oh, he's like, I have every intention of living. Beautiful though you may be, I do not intend to perish with you here. Prepare yourself, Lady Musashi. I can't change your mind about this? We don't have any reason to kill each other, do we? You know there's reason enough. No, we don't. I do have a debt to repay the sorcerer, but at this point, I believe a simple offering will suffice. There is but one reason for us to fight. We two skilled swordsmen have come face to face. Exactly. She even said it herself before. You're right. I take it back. We have all the reason in the world. We may never have met before, but I know your name. It looks like my destiny has finally caught up with me. Ah, man. This duel, finally. Now the only thing left to do is put everything I have into this fight. Thanks for waiting for me, Sasaki Kojiro. I see. So that is my name. Well then, permit me to formally introduce myself. I am the true Sasaki Kojiro. Oh? I am the only swordsman who can wield the laundry drying pole. The true Kojiro. My apologies. If it is Ganryu you desire, it is not to be so today. Let's assume that the name comes later, that you are Kojiro is what matters. Agreed. It matters not who you are, or whether you are male or female. As long as you fight with Niten Ichiryu, you are worth defeating. The path I have traveled has been a solitary one. As a swordsman, that has been my way of life. I have drifted through the rift of history like a phantom, focused solely on perfecting my swallow reversal. But now you are here, Musashi, a beautiful flower blooming before my eyes. It does not matter where, it does not matter when. The duel itself may be void of meaning or purpose. None of that matters to the two warriors. That is what your intuition tells you. After all, once these two meet... Once Musashi finally encounters Kojiro, there is only one possible outcome. You're right, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, we already know. We already know. Let's do this. The time has come. Neither heroic spirits nor sword masters. We are but two creatures that live and die by the sword. It is through history's greatest duel, that we will prove who we are. It shall be the ultimate duel. Oh my god. I feel like I've been looking forward to something like this since learning about Kojiro back in UBW. Final duel. The final duel. Oh my god. And he's a saber for this fight, right? Yeah, he is. The true Sasaki Kojiro. Alright. Well, I know what to do here. I have learned well. Your head is mine. Okay. I'll pop this now. Okay. Seems we got basically the full heal there, which is good. Short hit 3 turns, critical hit rate up. Okay. It only ignores evade, not invul. And this ignores invul and increase buster. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the same thing again. Though I don't have the skill, it should still give me decent charge. Here we go. It seems we need to NP here. Kurikara, Divine Blade. I love that change. It's a good change. Seems I've won. Ooh, I did not see that evade. Aha, very anime. It's not over yet. Now he's full charge. Well, I'm doing this, regardless of what happens next. And I'm gonna win this. Huh? Game. But he did not disappear. I didn't want to kill the tension, but I feel like this was something I've been like looking forward to. Like, this is one of those things you think about after seeing Fate Stay Night. Like, obviously me starting with the UBW anime. A lot of people like left very informational comments like about various people's myths and about Kojiro, you know, about Musashi and Kojiro. And that's like one of those thoughts where it's like, man, I wish Musashi was a servant, or man, I wish we could see them duel or something, right? Then they just do it here. Very cool. Long time coming. As their blades clashed, their power and technique seemed evenly matched. No, not only that, their skills had now surpassed everything. Time, space, existence, essence. Each was the other's perfect mirror image. One, the Zero Sword, attempting to surpass Munisai's Peerless One, the culmination of a life spent pursuing a single answer. Faced with untold options, it carefully evaluates, crushes, and discards each of them. A finite skill that only arrives at a single correct answer. A blade that shaves existence down to a single possibility, the ultimate extreme, remaining only as a something. That is Musashi Zero, a sword designed to bring about an inescapable end, even against gods or the Buddha. Wow. Okay. The other, a sword that becomes one with endlessness, a path that accepts countless possibilities. Ordinarily, given the limits of time and space, only a single slash can be made at any given moment. His sword accepts that, and at the same time creates many other answers, a sword of infinity. A sword of zero and a sword of infinity. A strike that pushes its existence to the ultimate transparency, only to still have something to hold on to. That is Kojiro's Swallow Reversal, a sword designed to create a future that not even gods nor the Buddha could evade. Huh. What a match. The realm of the infinite, or alternatively, the realm of nothingness. That's the goal, right? Here there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. It is devoid of thought or feeling, a place that only those who have achieved true mastery with their blades can reach. Or alternatively, it is a dream, a vision of hell that all villains see before they die. Musashi, Kojiro. Their swords cross but for a moment, yet in that moment, infinite possibilities play out. How long will they stay here, alone, attempting to kill each other? Their duel seems as though it will continue forever, with no end in sight. This is not a world. It is neither a chronicle theoretical phenomenon, nor a pruning theoretical phenomenon. It is something beyond even the rift of reality and dreams. An impossible domain where infinity and zero clash endlessly. What a sword fight. And yet, there is another one here who observes them. Who is what? You. What? You bear witness to their duel. You will see how this miraculous once-in-a-lifetime battle ends. Did the game just point at me through the screen? Or are we talking like... like MC? Wait. In this clash between fighters, there can only be one victor. So who will you watch? Who is the swordsman you will stand beside as they bask in their victory? Who will it be? Who is it you hold in your gaze? As if there could be any other option. Musashi. Then it is decided. As you watch over them in this instant, the Zero Sword shall defeat the Infinite Sword. Ha! Whoa. Tell them, though their encounter was like fate itself, tell them it is time to say goodbye. It's over. The winner, Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. So cool. Ah, what a wonderfully fulfilling time that was. I hope you feel the same, Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. Or perhaps I will disappear into a rift that shall never see the light of day, and be done with it. Although, the chronicle theoretical phenomenon, was it? If there is someone in the throne of heroes, even just one man who resembles me, I wish I could share this experience with him. He would appreciate it. If only. Farewell, Musashi. You were indeed the most heavenly flower I have ever known. Yo. Musashi. Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So, I guess this means that swordsman is gone? It's okay. You don't have to say anything. I know he's gone. If he was still alive, he'd be here smiling as he watched me sleep. So, that's what Sasaki Kojiro is like as a swordsman, huh? My god. Looks like the flames are getting pretty close. YORO. Thank you. You inspired me to try fighting for what was right. But, in the end, it looks like I'm going to die by the sword. I guess... yeah, that does sound like me. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking, fighting a duel in a castle going up in flames. Now here I am, without the strength to run away. What a fool I am. You know, just this morning, when I was looking up at the sky, I decided I'd accept whatever happened to me. I thought, if it helped me reach the void, zero, I would try doing something I usually don't. Even if I embarrassed myself and people pointed and laughed at me, I'd give it my all and see where it led. Of course, I didn't think everything would go this perfectly overnight. But that someone would be here with me through it all. Huh. I never thought things would turn out like this. I guess you've been watching over me right to the end now, huh? So. Ah, there it is. This is the least I can do to pay you back. Yeah. What? Did she just fling me out of the castle? Farewell. Thank you, YORO. Lord YORO, why did you jump off of the keep? Thank goodness I just barely caught you. If I hadn't been here... We have to go back. You'll be okay, right? I'm sure Kotaro or Grandpa Muramasa will catch you. I guess this is the end of my journey. I reached 0. I finally managed to achieve what I've been working for all my life. And the way she reached it. Goddamn. And since I found it, that's it. Now that I've reached the 0 state, there's nothing left for me to do. Besides, My own world is long gone. This has all been a wonderful, yet fragile dream. I have no regrets. Well, maybe I don't love that I'm going to go out watching a fire. I guess I'm even greedier than I thought. If I had my choice, I'd want the last thing I ever see to be the big, beautiful blue sky. Jesus, man. If we're like... That was one of the... Like, obviously, like, Solomon, the MASH, quote-unquote, death was, like, the biggest one. But that is, like... easily, like, one of the best. Like, they went all out, like, for that duel between Musashi and Kojiro, for that to be like how she reaches 0, like it's in such an appropriate way in this just final duel against like her ultimate enemy with the sword of infinity, with her sword of 0, and then to go out like that is like, it's weird to say, but that's like the best. That was like the most appropriate way for her to go out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But goddamn, was definitely hitting the feels. That was very good, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's end it. Always comes back to here. It sounds like a hawk is crying somewhere in the distance. Ah yes, the other one. Distinguished Elder. Surely it is too soon for you to coop yourself up here in Reigando. I can see you are fairly withered, but you cannot be older than 60 at most. Seems my destiny has finally arrived. You're late. I finally understand who he was waiting here for. It always comes down to this. I am very sorry, but I am glad to see I am not too late. You're well past too late. I can feel death reaching out for me even now. It's reached the point where I'm thinking about my mother. Thinking back on your mother? You are a deal more soft-hearted than I had thought, Lord Shinmen Musashi. You watch your mouth. At any rate, it's good of you to finally come. I've been awaiting you for so long. I never thought you would be the one to keep me waiting. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I cannot rid myself of my regrets. Look, these hands of mine can no longer hold 2 swords. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me. There is nothing to forgive. Please hold your head high, distinguished elder. I must say, you have chosen a wonderful hermitage. It's completely cut off from all the outside world's din. Were I to live a long life and grow old in peace, I believe I would choose just such a place as this little shrine for my last days. It is so quiet and peaceful. There's no hustle and bustle of the town to be heard. Only the slow passage of time. I see you have reached a state quite unlike the one I attained. Of all the things I thought you might say, praising my final resting place certainly wasn't one of them. You are terrible at giving compliments. Here, there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. Wow. Iori is all grown up. He's carrying on for Mikinosuke admirably. I think he was the chief retainer for the daimyo, last I heard. I'm going to die. That is why I've been waiting for you. My destiny. I must say, though, I'd never seen such a handsome swordsman before. You look like a cool summer breeze made flesh and blood. Your swordsmanship must be beautiful to behold, my destiny. Beautiful, you say? You are my superior in the art of giving compliments by far. I am but a simple eccentric. All I ever did was hide away in the mountains and spend my days by swinging my sword. Uh-huh. I may be an eccentric swordsman, but I am a far cry from a swordmaster like you. Swordmaster, eh? Is that what some people call me? Now that you mention it, I suppose I ran into a few of them myself at some point. Still, master is quite an exaggeration. I'm nothing more than a washed-up old man. Exaggeration? You are the Shinmen Musashi. You will certainly leave behind more than enough legends to earn the title of master. Miyamoto Musashi, Shinmen Musashi. There's not a swordsman alive who does not yearn to be you, and I have no doubt there will be many more to follow your footsteps. You will become a legend. I am sure of that much, if nothing else. A legend, eh? I'm just an old man. I was wild and crazy in my youth, but in my old age, I'm trying to act a little wiser. But as you can see, in the end I'm still just a shriveled up old man dying all alone. Still, I suppose there were one or two people who reached out to me. There was the old monk who never met a lecture he didn't like. Oh, and a young man and woman who followed me around sometimes. Those people are why I'm still alive today. No one can survive all on their own, after all. Of course, by the time I realized that, I was already all alone. At any rate, that's all I had to say. Sorry to subject you to an old man's grumbling. I believe you are slightly off the mark there, distinguished elder. As you said, you raised Miyamoto Iori to be a fine young man, and you are leaving behind the Nita Nichiryu as your legacy. You may be alone here in Reigando now, but stories of your life will continue to spread well after your death. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. All I have is my body and my techniques. Once I die, they'll both be as dust in the wind. Stop that. Now you're the one sounding like an old man. I don't want to see you looking so forlorn. That's crazy. Like, that last thing he said there is like so Kojiro. Because that's true. It's like why someone like Stay Night Kojiro can manifest only under like the name, because he was just worthy of that. Like Musashi is like, everyone knows Musashi, but Kojiro is just the equally matched swordsman who just without the fame. Just all technique. You give yourself far too little credit. You are a refined swordsman, you are the embodiment of the wind, and are more than worthy of being called my rival. Our duel is not to be in this life, but perhaps someday in a different time and place. Ah, if only this were hell. In a different time and place indeed. Damn. Then I could devour Oni flesh, stand, and take up my blades. Worry not. There's no need to mourn our unrealized duel. What? I did duel Musashi only moments ago. What? I saw for myself what Niten Ichiryu was capable of. Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So I guess this means that swordsman is gone? Shinman Musashi did indeed appear before me and reach 0. I assure you that is the truth. I see. Then I shall take your word for it. I see. So Musashi did reach the void and came to know 0. That is good to hear, Sasaki Kojiro. My destiny. Very good to hear. Indeed. Just what I needed to put my soul at peace. Holy shit, man. Farewell, Musashi. Farewell, Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Farewell, my greatest rivals. I am grateful we had the chance to meet. Even as we were never meant to. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's so crazy. A world where Musashi was too old to duel Kojiro. And his only peace was knowing that another him, in a sense, did reach 0. And that was very Koji bro of him. But man, that is bittersweet, man. Rubbing that in with our Musashi's death is like, Jesus, man. It already hurt. That just added more feels to it, man. That got me too, man. Just this guy who didn't reach it. Could not have his duel. His only peace is knowing that it's another world. In another place, another time. It did happen. At the very least, still encountered his destiny. But that is nuts. We got 5 hearts. Oh my god. It's not over yet. Alright, back to these fields again. Not that we ever left. I just realized my window is a little off here. There we go. I'm looking up at the sky, even though I no longer have eyes to look or a head to think. I wonder how this is possible. I can feel it. What? The kind of big blue sky I love is right there above me. Musashi? There, I see it. It's beautiful, so nice. Oh wait, is it beautiful or just nice? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm feeling really good right now, so I'm just going to go with beautiful. The sunlight, the breeze, it's all perfect. It makes me want to spill everything I've been keeping to myself. Like, yeah. Like what happened when I first came here to Shimosa. When those creatures first showed up after I met Onui and Tasuke. If I'd been all alone, if Onui, Tasuke, and you hadn't been there, I probably would have just ran away. Heck, I might not even have stopped until I reached Edo or Echigo. That's me. I'm Miyamoto Musashi, woman always wandering from place to place. I'm nothing like the good guys in fairy tales who always do what's right. If anything, I'm closer to being a miscreant or a villain. Sure, if I see something unfair happening right in front of me, or a bunch of people about to get slaughtered, then I'm compelled to do something about it. But then, scrambling to deal with the fallout after you get caught up in trouble, well, it's a lot different from fighting over and over like this. I've never done that before. I love my life, going wherever the wind takes me with nothing but Lady Cannon's protection. But you know, YORO, I didn't dislike the constant fighting I did with you in Shimosa. If anything, I really liked it. After all, you say we do this to survive, and it isn't that big of a deal. But when I fought alongside you, I think I was a swordsman who really fought for what's right. Someone who stood up to those with power and helped those too weak to fight for themselves. I think it was your bravery that showed me the way. Without you, I'd never have made it through Shimosa. God, the music gave me them feels there with that. It was wonderful. I had so much fun. It was way better than lying down watching the sky go by. I never imagined I'd ever get to experience so many wonderful things all at once. Not to mention that in the end, I got to face off with my fated rival. A one-on-one duel with an incredible samurai. A fighter whose origin is the opposite of mine, and whose sword contained infinite possibilities. I can't thank you enough, YORO. I finally encountered my destiny. Oh, that hit me. It was here that I reached the void, and obtained my Zero Sword. It's more than I could have ever have hoped for. I only have 2 regrets. Yes, just 2. First, I regret that I never got to eat lunch at Grandpa Muramasa's Hermitage. Second, udon. Udon. In the end, I never got to try Shimosa's udon. Not even once. But those things aside, everything else was perfect. I made it to the end. I gave it everything I had. I really pulled it off, YORO. Yeah. I wish I could tell you how grateful I am, just one more time. From the bottom of my heart. Okay, you got me, you got me. I'm so glad I met you. Goddamn game. Okay. Thank you so much, Lord YORO. I'm sorry I can't repay your kindness in the way you deserve. Since the castle was destroyed, I'm afraid this is the only kind of place we can meet. On behalf of my father and the townspeople, you have our utmost gratitude. Huh? Yes, that's right. We will rebuild the castle later, after we've taken care of the town. It may never be quite like it was before, but I still want to bring the Toka Castle town back to a point where it can be considered a second Edo. Yes. I don't know if it will make a good offering to those who lost their lives, but I hope to do my best all the same. I'll make sure it's done, even if I have to open all my coffers to do it. Oh, Otama. I was originally planning on returning to Edo myself. I know how to clean up after a fire, so I should be able to help out. Of course, now that my establishment is ruined, I don't know where I can plan my trade. And what about an emergency meal station? This area managed to escape relatively unscathed. But it's a disaster zone near the castle. What do you say? I'm sure the laborers and builders would be thrilled. What? I only just finished babysitting. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't you think it would be better to ask someone with a little more muscle to help out with things like that? Say, come to think of it, where's Musashi anyway? I haven't seen Muramasa since that night either. Do you know where they are now? I'm afraid not, Master. I'm the only one here with a sure connection to Chaldea. I doubt Lord Muramasa's spirit origin will be registered. Of course. To borrow Lord Holmes's expression, this is the rift between dreams and reality. This world may indeed exist, but it also lies on the border between fantasy and illusion. I doubt the events that took place here will have any effect on human history whatsoever. Yes, I'm sure. I suppose you could say that none of this will affect our world, but I still think it's better to say none of this can affect our world. You're saying we can never return here. Right. We will never be able to set foot in this Shimosa again. Huh? You mean you're leaving, mister? I thought you were going to come back to Grandpa's Hermitage with us. I'm sorry. Really? No, what will we do then? Don't go. Grandpa's gone away. Now you and Kotaro are leaving too? I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do about it, so I'm afraid I don't know what to say. I don't blame you for being surprised. I know this is all very sudden, but think about it like this. From now on, you two can choose where you want to go for yourselves. Oh god. If you like, you can stay here in town and ask the princess or Lady Otama for help whenever you need it. We've already talked to them and they agreed. Whenever they need it, that's like all the time, they're fucking children. Or you can go back to the Hermitage. I have no doubt that Lord Muramasa left you a nice nest egg. For my part, I would recommend the former first. Connections are important after all. Yeah, you stay here, please. I know you'll miss everyone. But I'm sure Lord Muramasa wouldn't want to see you so dispirited like this. So please, hold your head high. Damn, Fuma. Good job. Okay. You're right. Grandpa always said he was going to go away someday, but I still miss him. I hope I can go to the lavatory by myself at night. Onoi. But I'll deal with it. I have to. Because when I grow up, I want to be a samurai, just like Musashi. I'm gonna be big and strong and beautiful just like her. Ga 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 goo. That's right, buddy. That sounds great, and Lord Tosca certainly seems to approve. Plus Lord Muramasa did say that traveling like Lady Musashi wasn't a bad idea. That's true. He did. Yep. Well, a somewhat happy ending. I mean, this world wasn't destroyed. Onoi and Tosca are okay. They can rebuild. We'll miss them though. The blue sky spread out above me. I looked up at the burned out remains of Toke Castle. Onriedo Castle collapsed, and now only the wreckage of the old Toke Castle remains. Neither the castle walls with the creepy heartbeat nor the pillars were anywhere to be found. All the monster outbreaks were gone for good. Work on the castle's reconstruction had already begun. In fact, this area had been filled with people coming and going just a few moments ago. I helped out a little, but I don't think I'll be able to stick around to the end. In Chaldea's last transmission, they said the race shift should start in less than an hour. So, this is the last time I'll ever come here. I haven't heard anything about any victims being found in the wreckage. There were no survivors, nor were there any casualties. Everyone who was in the castle after the abnormality broke out and has been deemed missing. Along with everyone who went into the castle after it transformed. There was a breeze. A light, gentle breeze that seemed to leave as quickly as it arrived. Uh-huh. Thinking I just heard something, I turn around. I see something glinting off in the distance. I desperately pour through the wreckage until all of a sudden, there it is. Her sword? The katana suba. The blade guard. No, wait. This is what she had on her when it was over her eye. Musashi. Damn. This motherfucker doesn't die. Curse you, curse you, curse you. They're dead, dead, dead. Every blade I assembled here in Shimosa, all dead and gone. 7 heroic spirit swordmasters are finished. Shimon, Musashi, and the master of Chaldea finished us all off. After all, those screaming, anguished souls, after 5 nights, 1 human and 1 puppet gave their lives and killed countless others. The world remains unchanged. Life's struggle, its thirst. It's so bright I can barely stand it. So this is what a fate worse than death feels like. Curse you. Don't be satisfied with just my entrails on a plate. I shall burn off all traces of reason and rob myself of my sanity. Curse you. Who could laugh off an overwhelming loss like that? No. Wait. Well done on your victory, humanity. His figure was that of a carnivorous beast, his voice like the ghost of an evil king. But the caster of Limbo was supposed to be dead. Wrong, wrong. Such a creature could never be the hollow vessel of a spirit origin, one of the 7 knights destined to save the world. No, this creature has consumed gods. Its purpose is to tear gods asunder, to make their flesh his own. He has taken in the dark god as his own personal son, and transformed the wicked god into his own magical energy. Are we getting the demon god pillar fight? An ego that sprung forth driven by a powerful being, this demon's core brims with evil and malice. Indeed, his true name is not Abe no Seimei at all. It is Ashiya Doman, a monk turned on Myoji said to be Abe no Seimei's greatest enemy who tried to overthrow the city government together with Fujiwara no Akimitsu. Wait, what the hell? It wasn't even him? This was fucking rival? An unabashed flower of evil, a voracious carnivorous beast. Ah, people, poor, scared people who have continually fended off dreadful things, you must not drop your guard. Fear the curtain of night, tremble before the dark sun. The world is laden with the roots of evil. Ah, I am truly mortified, but I may have failed to materialize in Chaldea, but I believe I left behind some good sample data. And above all, I finally found lost history. A missing belt. A lost belt. Yo. This Shimosa was always twisted. A pruning theoretical phenomenon. A destroyed world in an alternate timeline that managed to survive? No, that is not right. A parallel world? Close, but not quite. This is something else. The Shimosa is part of human history, without being part of human history. It is another world observed by the god of a distant star. A world resembling a singularity, yet not one. What do you think, Lord Satan? Don't you find this fascinating? No. It was only supposed to be a temporary name, but it was just so ridiculous. I mean, Satan of all things. It was only supposed to be a joke. But then, the Lord Sorcerer seemed to take quite a liking to it. Nevertheless, I admit I took the joke too far. Please accept my heartfelt apology, my beloved. What's its name? Lord berserker talk. Okay. How dare you redacted me at the end of the fucking singularity. Pseudo-singularity. Pseudo-dream. Parallel world. Whatever. No one must hear that name. So, okay. So for the moment, I will not permit these terrible sounds reach anyone's ears. For that name is a great curse upon the entire world. That seems like quite a big setup to the Lost Belts, I assume. And I assume that's why people said it's okay to play this before getting into the Lost Belt. Or rather, you should play this before getting into it. Okay. I will remember these things. Donban. Monk turned on Myoji. Working for not Satan. Oh boy. Another one down. Welcome back, Senpai. I'm so glad you're safe and sound. You must be exhausted. It's good to be back, Mash. It's good to have you back too, Senpai. Kotaro got here ahead of you, and he filled us in on all the details we couldn't discuss during our transmission. Now we know that, even though you've been asleep this whole time, you were still fighting to help others. And to help us. Thank you, Senpai. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures. Chaldea's library probably doesn't have any record of those events, but I'll be sure to make one myself. We still don't know the real identity of this Satan the heroic spirit swordmasters mentioned, whether it was actually Satan or something else entirely. And above all, the things you experienced in your Dreamland adventure are very valuable. Even a normal ray shift is a great feat in and of itself, but projecting your consciousness into a pseudo-body through a dream? And then encountering a world crosser on top of that? It was one mind-blower after another. Exactly. I'm going to thoroughly debrief you later, so make sure you're ready for that. Will do. But first, you should go get plenty of rest and play the Seraph event, Senpai. Your body may have technically been asleep, but your mind was fully active the entire time. So please, take your time and rest up. There's no rush. I'll do that. Oh boy. Well, this is awkward. What's all the fuss about in here? Oh, you finally woke up? God damn it. My, that's wonderful to hear, but Master, I'm a little worried. Don't you think you've slept a bit too much? Didn't you hear? Master up and wandered off somewhere while he was dreaming. Oh my, it seems there's an irritating little fly buzzing around in here. How dreadfully unpleasant. Oh my god, everyone. Our Master finally woke up. Hey, move aside. Don't you know better than to stand around blocking doorways? Oh, my apologies. I simply didn't notice, teehee. There is best girl. I'm just poking my head in since my tails are too big to fit. Oh hey, you're finally awake, Master? I'm not quite sure what's going on, but welcome back all the same, Anchin? Anchin? I've really been looking forward to hear what you've been up to. I think we'd all like to hear that. Ooh, I know, since we're all here, why don't we throw a little banquet to welcome Master back? Lots of alcohol. Stuff happens and you can't take it back. Yes, that's... Jesus, alright. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone, but Senpai really needs his rest. It's good to be back, everyone. Oh hey, it's you. I see you've returned. I have nothing more to say. You fought a difficult battle in the rift and came home to Chaldea. Hi, Mr. Missionary. That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know who that is. Uh-huh. Didn't that girl tell you numerous times? You need rest. Oh, yes. Before you go to sleep, check your desk. Okay. Is it the... It's the thing we found from Musashi, isn't it? Let's see. It's... a Chaldea Com's Mystic Code. What? I wonder if someone forgot it. Or maybe Monte Cristo put it here on purpose. My head is so foggy I can't think of who it could be. I'm not sleepy at all, but my head still feels sluggish. How exactly am I supposed to rest up anyway? It feels like it would be weird to go back to sleep. That is kind of funny. I'd be afraid of like going to another fucking singularity. Just as I was thinking that, the mystic code sprang to life. What? It gave off a quiet beep, then... No fucking way. Mama. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Fuck you, game. Just kidding. Sorry if that was in poor taste. Let me see. I think he called this a video recording? Oh, I see. God damn it, now I'm sad again. Remember that missionary we met in Toke Castle Town? Well, someone who looks just like him told me to record this before I left on my journey. Well, to put it bluntly, I died. At least, I thought I did. But the next time I woke up, there was this blue sky. And from there, I crossed over to some new worlds and kept going on my journey. Wait, holy shit, because yeah, that scene where she woke up to the blue sky and then she said goodbye. So she just left to new worlds. Oh my god. After several crossings, I arrived at Chaldea. Well, actually, just outside Chaldea. It was freezing. Wait, what? Wait, what? Anyway, I ran into the missionary lookalike after that, and here we are. I tell you not to worry about me, but I guess that's kind of impossible, huh? Okay, remember that guy we talked to on your comms device thingy a while back? Holmes, the detective? He said I'm a heroic spirit who materialized here thanks to a Chaldea summoning spell. Basically, now that we've made a connection, my spirit origin got added as a heroic spirit after I died. Wait, what? So he said it's no surprise I can be summoned at Chaldea now. I think he also said that now that I'm a servant, I've automatically forged a contract with you as my master. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, and he also said that he found it strange that a what-if heroic spirit who ordinarily shouldn't exist could be summoned with a Chaldea summoning spell. Well, to be honest, I don't really understand any of this very well myself, but I think I'm probably not the same Musashi you fought alongside in Shimosa. I'm more like a shadow of that Musashi, so I may not be the person you know. I see. But I'm still me, you know, a woman who loves to travel wherever the wind takes her. Anyway, I wish I could see you again. But by the time you watch this, I most likely won't be in Chaldea anymore. Wait, what? After all, it's a whole new world here, and I want to explore. Plus, I have to try 21st century udon. But I promise you this. If you ever need my help again, I'll move heaven and earth to find you. Especially since it looks like we've made a pretty strong bond now. Well, anyway, there you have it. See you again someday, Master. You better be back for the Lost Belt, goddammit. I swear to God. I swear to God, you better help us then. God, how the fuck did Musashi become a top 5 servant? Absolute victory. Didn't.
食堂でのうどんとお部屋での慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの。先輩
The court stash grows. And that is another singularity down. Pseudo parallel world down. Excuse me. God damn, dude. Musashi. Musashi, dude, is like one of my favorite servants ever now. Like, easily top 5. What the fuck? Like, that is, to me, the best a singularity has ever established a bond with a servant. Like, ever. That ending was such a roller coaster. So, that Musashi of Shimosa died. That did happen. But her spirit origin was attained, and thus was able to be summoned to Chaldea. And now is exploring, I guess, the world of our world in here in the 21st century, and will be available to us whenever that day comes. I assume prologue or proper lost belt or whatever. Or I fucking hope so. But man, so that's like bittersweet, cause goddamn, like it's still her, but Shimosa Musashi, I don't think, man, because I'm just looking through all the singularities, like obviously what Solomon did with MASH, like there's no equaling that, because that is like the culmination of everything up to that point and what that ended up being. But a single singularity in itself, like establishing that bond, that was just way too good, man. Like Babylonia is wonderful as well, but like, man, that was very fucking good. I can say, like, I really enjoyed Shinjuku, but I think Shimosa is my favorite so far. Of the two. But, you know, I still gotta finish Agartha. And then maybe Salem before Prologue. But I guess we're doing Seraph next, man. God, Shimosa was so fucking good. The theme of it, the twists were great. Like, I don't know, for some reason I thought Caster of Limbo and the Sorcerer would not be Japanese servants, because they just seem like outsiders, just the way they would speak and the fact that they were like masterminding this. It just seems like, because usually in like singularities there's like an outsider who is there and pulling the strings, whether that's like the demon god pillar or just like whoever. But yeah, I don't know, it was very cool though. On all the storylines it did, Danzo and Fuma, our boy in the very beginning. Oh, why does his name keep escaping me? It's been too long. You know, our Lancer bro. It's just very good. I'm not even sure like how to like properly reflect on it, but it was nice. And the way, oh my god, the way it wrapped back around to Old Man Musashi, and then you, at that point, you understand perfectly who it is he's waiting for in that cave after that whole time. Like, that was so well done. Like, it all coming down to that destiny. Musashi reaching 0. Man, so fucking cool. And like all that right after the Muramasa moment. So cool, dude. Like easily one of the coolest endings to Singularity ever. Absolutely. So yeah, I can't wait till we see our, I guess our proper servant Musashi. Not human servant Musashi, however she helps us in the future, because it is still her, so we can, you know, do whatever it is we do there, save the world, whatever it is that we do. Probably that. And until next time, we'll be doing the Seraph event. Hopefully get myself a BB I see on the raid up there is King Protea? King Protea? Don't know who that is. Maybe I'll find out in the Seraph thing. Maybe I want to roll for them. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I'll continue on my journey to save courts until Muramasa releases. Will I stick to my guns? Probably not, but who knows? And that's it. I don't want to drag this out. I want to give Shimosa its proper. I wanted to give Shimosa its proper time to breathe because I legitimately enjoyed it so much. It was such a nice treat to play. Like, I really look forward to playing this every single time. Man. So yeah, we'll see how the rest of this goes. But either way, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Shimosa. And I very much look forward to what comes next.